We've got some MLB player props for you. It's Sunday, July 7th. Let's get to it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Austin. This is the Sports Stage. Like I said, we're doing some MLB player props. It is Sunday, July 7th. We're doing these on Sleeper today. Just so you guys know, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the Sports Stage. We do MLB player props. We do NBA player props. We do all sports on this channel. Usually try to put out a free pick video for you guys every single day. This is your free pick video for today. If you don't want to miss them, hit that link in the description below. You'll get all my free plays sent straight to your phone via text. Real quick recap on yesterday, guys. The free pick did not cash. We took 3 guys on the under for strikeouts. All of them had a 1.5 strikeout line. Willy Adames blew that for us. He got 2 Ks and did not hit for us. The VIPs did well, however. The VIPs have been hot lately, guys. I don't just do player props in that VIP package. I do a lot of sportsbook picks, and I send them to you as soon as I find them, and so that you can get the same value that I'm getting. So if you're in on that, make sure you're hitting those text messages, opening that link, and putting those picks in right away if you like them and want to tail them, so that the value does not change. They don't change the odds, they don't change the lines, things like that. So far on the day yesterday, we beat closing line value 100% of the time. On the week, we've been beating closing line value 70% of the time. So we are doing well in those VIPs. That's enough for the recap, guys. Like I said, we're doing MLB player props. We're putting these in on Sleeper. Let's get the Sleeper app pulled up for you. Here we go. Here's the desktop Sleeper app, guys. If you don't have Sleeper, I'm going to leave a promo code down here at the bottom of the screen for you. That's going to get you a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. If you don't have Sleeper, don't miss out on that free money. I mean, that's easy money that they're giving you. If you put in $100, they're going to give you $100 to play with. And then technically, if you deposit $100 and they give you $100, you could throw $100 on this pick and it's on them. Think about that. It's on them. So like I said, down here at the bottom of the screen, code worldwide. There is a link in the description as well. If you want to just click on that, it'll take you right to the app. You don't have to worry about going to the app store and hunting around for it. We're going to start in pitcher prop with a pitcher prop here. We're going to go with hits allowed, and we're going to go with Hayden Wesneski. So a lot of the general public is taking the over here. Okay. We are also going to take the over here. You're looking at his chart here. This is just a quick, easy, brief last few games chart, but I'm going to actually move over into props.cash. If you guys watch my videos, you know I show these charts, the props.cash charts often. And right here, Hayden Wesneski, here is his chart, and here is his hits allowed chart. So pulling it up, guys, back to his hits allowed chart. You see here, not giving up very many hits, right? He's got the last 3 games, he's given up 2, 2, and 5. But here's the kicker that you can't see from this chart, which is the one thing that isn't always good when you're looking at a props website like this. They give you the numbers, they give you the chart. They don't give you the reasoning and why somebody's doing something that they're doing. So down here, guys, all of these games where he's giving up minimal hits, he's coming out of the bullpen. Wesneski is no longer in the bullpen. He is starting tonight. This game right here against Philly, he started. Okay, in his last 20 innings, he's given up 10 home runs. Think about that. 10 home runs in his last 20 innings. That's every other inning he's given up a dinger. I'll show you guys down here what I'm talking about as far as the starting and the bullpen goes. So see right here, all of this was out of the bullpen. All these games. Here, he started against the Giants. He started against the Phillies. When he's starting, he's giving up a lot more hits than when he's out of the bullpen. Obviously, more innings pitched, more hits allowed. But what I'm trying to say is these numbers here look skewed so that it looks like he's not giving up many hits at all. But this is out of the bullpen. I said that like 3 or 4 times already. I'm sorry. Now he's back in the starting lineup. He is starting today against the Angels. Now, we all know the Angels aren't going to win the World Series this year, but they are not a bad team. They're kind of middle of the road here. On the season, they're bottom third, right? But over the last 30 days, they've been middle of the road. They haven't been playing that poorly. And pair that with the fact that Wesneski is actually really struggling now that he's a starter. He's got to dial it in a little bit, but his pitches, he's leaving them over the plate. He's just not honed in completely for a starting pitcher yet, but he's back brand new to the starting rotation. So with that being said, I like Wisniewski to go over on his hits allowed tonight. Let's lock that one in on the sleeper app. I got it pulled back up here. Cubs-Angels game, Wisniewski over. It's already in the slip right there. You guys can see this starts out our slip with a 1.6x payout on a $100 play. That doesn't even give us a payout because we have to have 2 picks minimum. So there's your first pick, guys. Now we're going to move on to the Detroit game. And this is going to be Detroit where'd I go? Sorry, the Detroit's the 11 o'clock game. I forgot, 11:40 game. So this is Mountain Time, guys. It's actually 1:40 on the East Coast. You can figure out your time zones from there. But we're going Detroit versus Cincy, and we're going to go here on the earned runs line. Tariq Skubal, his line is at 1.5 right now. Let's pull it up. We're going to hit the over. And general public right now, the community pick, it's 61%. People are taking more than 1.5 earned runs. As you can see here, 38% are taking less than. There's his last 4. He's been over it in 3 of those last 4. But let's dive a little deeper. Let's go over here to props.cash and take a look at this game and Skubal himself. Right now it's set at hits allowed. That is not his earned run chart. This is his earned runs chart. So you can see here, 5 of those last 10 games he's been over it. That's 50-50, right? 5 over, 5 under. Look at the odds down here. Caesars has it favored to go over. Pinnacle has it favored to go over. BetMGM actually has the under favored, but if you notice here, their line is off. They have it set at 2.5 earned runs. That's why their under is favored. So don't be swayed by or confused by why BetMGM has the under favored with their odds. But let's click on Pinnacle here. So we got Pinnacle's odds up here. Minus 181 to plus 133, the over versus the under here. We're going to take the over. Like I said, 5 of those last 10 games, he's been over it. That's a coin flip. However, when he goes over it. He's given up 3 earned runs, 4 earned runs. You see 3 times here he gave up 4. 1 he gave up 3, and then the 2 here. He has pitched some games where he hasn't given up a single earned run. He's going against Cincy today. This is the only thing here that kind of, I guess, decreases my confidence level slightly, is that Cincinnati is a somewhat favorable matchup for him as of late. Last 15 games, they've been 14th in weighted runs created plus. I'd like to see that closer to 20. However, last 30 days, they were 25th in weighted runs created plus. So something happened recently where they've actually been a little bit hotter. That's the Reds I'm talking about. De La Cruz, we all know he's a stud. So he's going to be hard out right there, and he's going to be hard to hold in the ballpark. He's just a stud defensively too. I like watching that guy's highlights. If you haven't watched Ellie De La Cruz defensive highlights, it's fun. It's a fun watch. It's like when Tatis was a rookie at playing shortstop before he moved to the outfield. He was a fun watch too. Down here, guys, you could just take a look at some of his charts. Innings, he's going about 6 innings. Most of his starts. The longer he plays, the longer he pitches, the more chance he's going to have to give up those earned runs for us. So I do like to see, I glance at innings when I'm looking at earned runs charts to see how long these guys are going. If they're going 4 innings every start, there's less chance of giving up earned runs. However, if they're getting yanked after 4 innings, they're probably giving up a lot of earned runs anyways. Strikeouts here, guys. He's kind of pretty consistent across the board, 6-7 strikeouts most of the time. A lot of these don't really apply to our actual pick, but when you're talking about earned runs, everything kind of factors in there. If he's walking a lot of guys, he's going to get yanked. However, those walks will count against him. They're not going to count against his earned runs, but they're going to count against him as far as longevity into the game. The managers are going to be more likely to yank him if the guy's walking a ton. So, like I said, let me get back on track here. I lost my train of thought where I was going with. Anyways, Tariq Skubal, locked that one in. We're going over 1.5 earned runs on that one. Sorry, guys, I lost my train of thought completely there when I went down and started talking about walks. Let me get back on track here. Let's put that one in on the sleeper app. Over 1.5 earned runs, like most of the community is doing here, right there. I'd actually found these picks on OddsJam. I just want to show you that real quick. Head over to the OddsJam screen so you guys can see what I look at when I'm making some of these picks. So here you can see This is the Dabble I got selected right here, but it shows you the percentage to hit. And all these ones in green, the odds jam algorithm says those are good picks. Now, I don't just go here and say, okay, cool, let's put that one in. All right, let's put that one in. Let's put that one in. That's not what I do. I like to actually verify these and go to a website or app like props.cash and make sure that I think it's still going to hit, and look at the sportsbook odds, see what they think about this pick hitting. A lot of the time the lines are different, so it's hard to gauge off sportsbook apps. For example, here, Aaron Judge, under 2 bases. If you look at all the books over here, DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, they all have that line set at 1.5 total bases. So it's hard to compare those as far as getting odds and seeing what the books think about how the pick is going to hit. But sometimes they do have the same lines, and you can compare across the books. You can still compare here. It's just not as accurate of a representation. But right here, guys, just to show you, Odds Jam, you can pick whatever app you like. I mean, if you like Sleeper, click on Sleeper. So the only thing I don't understand, and I've never got a straight answer from Odds Jam, is some of the apps will give you a EV percentage. That's expected value percentage, if you don't know what that is. And they will show you the EV percentage instead of the percentage to actually hit the pick. So like here, it shows 1.31 positive expected value on this Giants versus Guardians play here on Thrills. Sleeper's the same way. They show the positive expected value here. They don't show if the pick's actually going to hit or not. Now, when I'm betting on the sports books, if I'm taking, let's say, for example, Yankees money line over the Red Sox, yes, those type of bets, I'm looking for that positive expected value because I'm placing straight bets and I want value on that individual bet. When I'm placing player prop picks on one of these on daily fantasy apps, I'm not always looking for that expected value. I'm more so looking for the pick that's going to hit, and we're going to win that pick to cash the slip, if that makes any sense. So in the sports books, it's better to go straight bets because parlays are hard to hit on those. These daily fantasy apps, they give us better lines, so it's easier to hit most of the time. I'm not going to say always, but most of the time they'll give us a better line, so it's easier to hit that pick. So the value is going to be a little bit different, and as far as positive expected value goes, I'm looking to cash the slip, not get the most value compared to other sportsbook. If you guys know what positive expected value means, basically a quick sum of it is, let's say Pinnacle has a pick at minus 200 odds. Okay, now you go over to ESPN Bet and they have that same exact bet, but their odds are minus 110 odds. So you're going to get more value betting on ESPN Bet than you would on Pinnacle, if that's in fact a good pick. That's a lot of value there because there's a lot of difference in the odds that they have set. Minus 200, you bet $200 to win 100. Minus 110, you bet $110 to win 100. The value is way better. That's positive expected value picks. That's when you're trying to win straight bets. Like I said, on these daily fantasy apps, guys, I'm more so trying to win the pick and win the slip overall, which lost my train of thought again. Winning the pick in turn helps us win the slip. So I'm looking for picks that are going to win, but this is just kind of a quick overview of what their fantasy page looks like. If you guys like that, guys, if you like this page so you can find your own picks, I'll leave the link in the description for OddsJam so you can scroll through their website, see the pricing. I don't remember the exact cost, but I believe it was $400 and something for the whole year for the fantasy page right here, so you can look and find your own picks. Combine that with props.cash here, this website that I use to show you guys the charts, the numbers. They show you, they give you all this. You see this every single video. Every video that I post. If you like that, props.cash is another good one. I'll leave the link in the description down below. You can go straight to props.cash as well. That's all I got for you guys. Those are your picks. Real quick before I forget, let me pull up the slip for you guys. Here's your two picks, Wisniewski and Skewball. Wisniewski's going to go over 4.5 hits allowed. Skewball's going to go over 1.5 earned runs. Today, $100 is going to win us $253. I almost forgot to tell you guys this. It is Sleeper Sunday, and I do like this George Kirby pick. George Kirby here, his Sleeper Sunday discount is 3.5 strikeouts, down from 5.5 strikeouts. So I want to show you real quick. I haven't actually pulled this up myself, but let's take a look at what this is going to look like. Oops, what am I doing here? Strikeouts. Let me just find George Kirby real quick so we can look at his chart. Right now it's set at 5.5. Looking at the odds, the under is heavily favored across the board, right? DraftKings has the under favored. FanDuel has the under favored. BetMGM actually has the over favored. Caesars got the over slightly favored, so I guess it's not heavily favored across the board. Pinnacle is pretty much right there. -114, -118. I want to find out the VIG on Pinnacle real quick. Let me do that real quick for you guys. If you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm finding out how much VIG Pinnacle is putting on this play. -118. The vigorish, what that is that shows you how much they're going to make on the pick. So -114 and -118. You put in both these odds. This is also on OddsJam. They'll show you the VIG percentage. They're charging a 7% VIG right now. So the odds of this pick actually hitting are not -114 and -118. That's after their vigorish is added. It's probably a little bit better odds for us than it is for them because they want to make some money on this. So 7%, that's a little bit high. I like to bet, if I'm doing a straight bet on this, I like to bet 5% or less because that shows how confident they are in the pick. If they're 5% or less, they're pretty much super confident that whatever they have favored is going to hit. Right now, 7% isn't terrible, but it's also not great if this was a straight bet. But this is at 5.5. So Pinnacle is saying under on 5.5, but like you saw that sleeper discount, guys. That's at 4. Let me bump it down one more. The discount is actually at 3.5. So look at those last 10. 8 out of the last 10, he's been over it. If you want to throw that Sleeper Sunday discount in your slip, let's show you what that does to it. We're going to take the over on 3.5 right there, and that will change it to a 4.49x payout. The only problem with the Sleeper Sunday deals is it's a maximum $10 bet, so you're going to win 44 on $10. You can't do that $100 play like we usually do. But if you don't want to throw that in, you can still put that $100 on our 2-man slip here. That's going to get you $253. So that's the video, guys. That's my free pick for you today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like these videos, you like my free picks, hit that subscribe button, join our community. I'm doing these picks, doing these videos for you guys so that we can all win. I like to share the information I get. That's why I'm doing this on YouTube now. I never used to do this. I started this back in about March, putting these videos out for you guys. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, links in the description below for both Instagram and TikTok. Please drop a follow on those as well. I'm trying to grow my page, trying to build this community so that I can help you guys win. Get in on it with us, guys. The sports stage is new this year, and we're going to try to grow as the years go on. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. I will see you guys next time.